We're in courses 02, which is going to be sort of similar to courses 01 with a few extra things. We have two data structures or databases: localized users, name, address, name, email and ID, and tasks that basically have as a reference to a user which user owns this task. And we will see as we go through how we can make different queries to get tasks by users, etc. So if we go into Server 02, we can see straight away it follows our usual structure, and we have our two main queries of users and tasks that bring back a list. Optionally can be null, and in it it can't contain nulls but could be empty, and they will be of type user. So it's saying kind of in a declarative way that what you can expect is a type user or type task, though it could be empty but you won't get nulls in it. And we see user, the definition of a user, ID, name, email, and it has a number of tasks possibly associated with it. And here we see a task that also has a user identified with it. It could be an integer number, but we're going to keep user so we can get different queries later on. And here we just see our two basic queries, users and tasks. And so if we go into courses -02 and do npm run dev02, we'll fire up that one as we see in package JSON, dev02 server02 here. So we fire it up, and we can see also at the bottom of server02, let's bring this across up here, at the bottom of server02 we can see we have our query of get all users and get all users tasks. So if we do this first one, as we would expect, we get all the users. If we come back down here where we want to resolve the tasks for each user, we will see that this won't work because we've got nothing in our declaration, in our sort of in our code to show that that works. And we'll get back. Get all users. Everything working fine here. Control save. Let's do this from scratch. So let's build our query from scratch here. Take this back. We have users, ID, name, email, and we have our tasks, and put ID for example. Let's see what we get. There we get null coming back. So put this one here, name and completed. Get null. Let's prettify that and save this query. So we can see in this one we can get back our main ones, but to get all of the resolution we can't do that because we've got no definition for what a task is. So the GraphQL query will come here and it will say, okay, I've got users, I've got a task, but what is a task? There's no real resolution for it. It knows what the structure is, but it can't resolve it. So we'll move into Server 03 where we'll be able to do that.